So one of my strongest resilient factors is the ability to adapt to new environments. Over the past 5 years, I've lived in like five or so different states, including North Dakota, Illinois, Iowa, Georgia, and now Tennessee. I've had to move around a lot because of one, my dad's job, or two, basketball. Basketball is like my life. It's what I do. It's what I love to do. So over these past few years, it's been stressful. Just have to like socialize, find new people, and just because a lot of people, they grow up with each other. So, and I'm not a part of that, and then just have to move into a new friend group and not knowing the guys for like a couple of years for most of my life. And that's how it was wherever I went. Like a lot of the friend groups were, embedded with each other for years since elementary school. So, but it's been hard that way. I've been to three different high schools in three different states, and I haven't been to the same high school for 2 years, 2 or more years. It was always like a year and 3/4, and then a year and a quarter or something like that. But yeah, it's just hard meeting new people since I am shy and I am more reserved. And it's just harder for me to open up, I guess. I don't really put my personality out right away. But I think it's really helped me persevere through challenges, especially basketball, knowing that the friends I did make were kind of a support system, and they just helped me along the way, helped me get used to a new area, helped me, get used to their friends and introduce me and stuff like that. But last year I lived in Atlanta for basketball, and it was hard. I didn't live with my parents. I was all by myself. And especially I lived in the Midwest my whole life. This is like my first 2 years down south. And without parents in a big city, I never really lived in a big city like Atlanta before. It's always about 50,000 people. But challenges within basketball and outside of it, living in Atlanta, I think definitely helped me be a better person, helped me be more resilient, and it helped me become, I guess, just a tougher and just a better individual overall. And another resilient factor of mine is that I don't quit when I fail. I keep going, I keep trying. When I fall, I dust myself off. And that I need to, trust my work. I keep working, put my head down and keep working even when things are looking bad. I just keep going and going and going, keep working and working and working. One of my weakest resilient factors is that I'm not overly confident in myself as athletes should be. I've always been a pessimistic and person, more not like Debbie Downer, but more glasses half empty, I guess, and more of a realist. So I've always been hard on myself because I'm my biggest critic, and I want to be certain places. I want to be this good. I want to be, this and this and this. But it's been hard for me because I'm really tough on myself. And they say your mind is the strongest weapon, and you don't want to use it against yourself. But I often find myself doing that. I don't know why. I've always been like this. I don't know why I'm like it, but it's just who I am. And it's, I've always had, my parents have always been, hard on me because I wanted high expectations for myself. So they've always been a little bit harder on me. Maybe that has to do with something, but I'm not too sure. But I guess one solution I can help with my confidence problem is positive self-talk. You can go anywhere. I can look at athletes and they talk to themselves all the time. And I've heard, you hear stories about it, whether it be on social media or just other athletes talking to me in person, saying that they always talk to themselves. They always, always think positively of themselves, or just have something nice to say, next play mentality, or just what they can improve on, but in a good way, not a way that's gonna, harm your confidence. And you always see the best athletes. They have like an unbelievable control of their mind. They have it on a string, and they just have it that it's just crazy. They have their mind at an elite level where they can control it, and they don't let doubt or negative thoughts creep into their mind. And it's unbelievable what they can do. If you watch a game, you always see themselves talking to themselves. Like, you may not be able to hear what they're saying, but you can read lips, and they're not talking to anybody else on their team. They're just, talking to themselves, what can I do better? And, oh, I did this wrong, but, I'm going to do this right next time, and stuff like that. And what else I can help myself is writing stuff down. A lot of people do I am statements, and it's like you say you are smart, you are strong, and stuff like that. And it shows, and if you write that note every day, you'll start believing it, and you can see what you're actually capable of. And it's just a great way to, help yourself. I guess another one is just believing in my work. Another solution is believing in my work. I've worked so hard. I've done this. I work harder than a lot of people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm always work hard. I'm never gonna, not do anything 100%. I'm always giving it my all. I'm never 50%, 75, or 90. It's always 100. So trusting that process and believing that, I put the time in, I put the work in, it's all there. It's for, like, I have the skill set, I have, all this and that. And it's really knowing that I'm capable of doing it because I have put the time, like countless hours. I can tell you multiple people as like in high school growing up that, I've always worked harder than them. I always put more shots in. I always, did this and that. And over time, I start getting better. It may not, when I was in 9th grade, you probably didn't see, like I couldn't see it there, but as time went on, you can definitely see that, oh, I'm better than this person, I'm more talented because I put that time in. I think what they say is that, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And, that's a great quote. I try to live by that because it's really, I may not always be the most talented kid, but I will be the most hardworking kid, and I'm always going to outwork you. And another one of my final solutions is just have more of a support system. Even though I have some good friends and a little bit of support system, I think it could be better. Just because I only have a couple friends, and being where I'm from, they're all spread across the country and nowhere close to me, so it's kind of hard having them around and trying to talk to them when they have their own lives and they're busy. But just having more like-minded individuals around me and just helping me connect and keeping me on a positive mindset, keeping me on track and not steering me down the wrong path, and always having me go to where I want to go, because they believe in me too, and they want to see what's best for me, and I want to see what's best for them, because I want to, this is what I do, this is what I love, and this is what I dream of doing. So having that support system can really take you to another level. You can see athletes and they have their support system, whether it be their family or their really close friends. Usually in the basketball world, it's more you do have family, but it's mostly like your friends and your boys and who you go to war with every day. So those are some things that I could start working on to get to where I want to be, to help me become more resilient, because I think everyone could have a next step to being resilient, because it's always hard once you hit that divot, it's always easy to fold and give up, but I think with more resiliency, you become a better person. You become, and you just become just better in general. And I'm trying to work on that even more, especially as I get older.